Our communities are demanding answers, and we, as politicians, have not given them enough. There are tools in place that are supposed to help prevent this type of police abuse and systemic abuse, but they are not being used or being used improperly. Our politicians are supposed to oversee how our local police operations are being run, and they pass the buck. Our police unions are supposed to watch after the reputations of our good, honest, hardworking cops, but instead they're protecting the incompetent or the dangerous. So we're going to discuss a couple concepts on how we can move forward. The first thing is we need to remove the concept of qualified immunity. That destroys the notion that the rule of law. In the United States, the rule of law means that the government and their agents are just as answerable to the laws as the citizens. So after we do that, then we're going to have to change the way police officers are certified. And we're going to have to put a large financial burden on those certification authorities, whether that's police unions who actually want to protect their union members, or that's community co-ops who want to certify the police who work in their areas, or if that's insurance industry-based organizations that want to protect their bottom line. All of these are solid financial reasons to root out dangerous and incompetent employees. But that's not enough. We have to go further. We talk about training, and this is true. Our cops probably need more training. Cosmetologists often need more training than police officers do. That's ludicrous. But before we talk about training, we have to talk about another concept, and that is, what are we asking them to do? Is it the job of our police to respond to accidents, dangerous situations, and hunt down actual criminals, violent criminals, and be there to arrest the white-collar crimes when they become exposed? Or are they there to solve social problems? I'm going to use a recent example about what we're talking about. The mandatory mask orders. Wearing a mask is a good idea. Anybody who can should wear a mask or a face covering. This is not a question. But the question is that important enough to make it a mandate that's enforceable by a criminal penalty? Is that something our police should be doing? Many law enforcement agencies have said we're not going to enforce this because during this time, it devalues that relationship they're trying to rebuild and the trust they're trying to rebuild in these communities. And trying to enforce a mask order on someone who may have an anxiety issue or a health issue or any number of reasons why someone can't wear a mask. That is not the police's place. We have created a danger. For 20 years, we have been talking about if you see something, say something. We've created a tattletale culture. We have an army of what we call Karens out there running around, right? Didn't produce good results, did it? You cannot solve social issues with bullying, either social bullying or physical bullying or legal bullying. You solve it with care, love, compassion, empathy, and lots of discussion. So as we move forward, we're going to have to change what we ask our police officers to do. We are going to have to stop with social engineering through laws and do it through persuasion. If you want people to behave differently, you're going to have to sit down with them and ask them to, and explain to them why, and you're going to have to hear an uncomfortable response. And you're going to have to ask them again, quietly, with patience and kindness. And at the end of the day, or at the end of the process, the hope is you have an agreement and a solution that solves lots of people's problems. We're never going to solve every problem. It's not possible. But we can make life better. And solving the problem of police abuse is only one step. We have to solve the problem of system abuse. That is how we get to the other side. Thank you.